EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Kamara broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. back to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscored. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, twisting away. Oh, another great move. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A give. This is Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to spin free. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Leopard!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Got 3.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Over!
Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air, escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check. Over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, Patriot. Leopard. Hot.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Over!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you, but the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath, and when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alex Anzalone coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Over. Gone, 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 gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Tate. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Leopard. Oh, yeah. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They're coming. Okay, baby, I see you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And just 1 man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Check three. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Motion. Mike 16. Hey, check.
He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort it there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They find some open field here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans, clean money and stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, it I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like I'm Little Weak. We run like a Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdog with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique.